Okay, let's start recording a podcast.
Let's get down to our business.
To record the podcast.
Did they send me goobers, or will I have some fun?
Nope.
You're the saddest lot I've ever met, but you'll regret when this is through. We'll have a podcast somehow with you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, everybody. It's the VGBits Bitcast, and it is October 14th, 2018, and it's a Sunday instead of Friday. It's the end of the week. Yay?
Yay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got distracted by doing the finger thing.
What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
Finger. Hold on, let's look at him wiggle.
It's been a long weekend, man.
That's true. You're of course, as you can see, you're out of town right now, up in the great state of New York.
New York, come on, Long Island.
Hooray!
Just laugh.
I've been there many times. It's not that great.
It's nice out here.
It's pretty.
It is very pretty.
I think it helps that you're in the Hamptons.
It's expensive.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm in the Hamptons. Yeah.
The majority of people aren't that great.
Someone here said they met Henry Winkler. Which is
Henry
cool.
Winkler.
Yeah, and the Fonz. The Fonz, man.
Oh.
Hey.
See, if you had said the Fonz, I would have known him.
Well, guys, we're not recording on a Friday. We're recording on a Sunday, and this is my fault because life and things always seem to get in the way. But we actually have a podcast. This is episode 40 this week. We have now achieved 40 podcasts, so I'm very proud of this group of ragtag individuals who have fought their way through X amount of podcasts that you've been available for. So, thank you.
Snap.
I'm the only one with a 40 streak record right now. Hooray me.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
You guys went without me.
Well, that's because
Yeah,
you were like, go without me.
I was mad when I made that decision. And then I was mad because I was like, I've never missed a fucking podcast, and now I've missed one. This is bullshit.
Yep. And what you gonna do? I tried to give you openings, but nonetheless it didn't work. So
Right, you guys didn't invite me on until like episode 20 something.
I know.
Matt's like, I just got here.
This is like my third one.
Yeah.
We need to start recording some without Daniel.
That'll be difficult, but it's difficult but doable. So
Yeah.
one day
When
Quality
When
will
I-
suffer because I have no idea how to run the board.
as soon as I'm done with this semester, I'm going to try and take some time to learn DaVinci Resolve and learn how to edit on there.
job security. When there is no job, I still have all my security. Oh, as we digress. Guys, it's been an interesting week for video game news and information. But before we jump off the cliff, that is what is called the news segment, why don't we talk about our business for the week and see what we've been playing. I'll start because I have not had an opportunity to play any video games so far this week, which is not, big surprise there. I've been sick with something that was almost the flu, but wasn't the flu. And flu-like. You could say I had flu-like symptoms.
Flu adjacent.
Flu adjacent. It's flu adjacent. I was sick this week, and of the 2 days I was entirely down, I slept for a grand total of 36 of 48 hours. So
Damn.
it was
Nice.
it was a nasty bug, but nonetheless I have persevered and have made my way through. Yeah, it's a lot of sleep. Didn't do me any good though. I'm still tired SOB.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
you
not
look
good
it.
sleep, but it's fun to sleep that long.
It's like sleep.
Wake up and you're like, what day is it? You're like Robin Williams beard out of Jumanji. Oh, Alan Parrish.
What year is it?
Anytime somebody mentions Alan in a movie, I just think of Jurassic Park. Alan, the dinosaur that talked.
What?
What?
You don't remember in the third Jurassic Park movie?
Are you fucking with me?
No,
you mean the raptor who mimics the call?
No, the third Jurassic Park movie.
Lost World?
Yeah, the dude is asleep on an airplane. The guy from the first movie is asleep on an airplane going out to Jurassic Park, and he has a nightmare, and this raptor looks at him and goes, "Alan," and talks to him. And that wakes him up, and everybody watching the movie is just like, "That dinosaur seriously just talked? That's stupid."
I don't remember. I remember Lost World being a lot of stupid.
Wait, I thought he said it was the third one.
Lost World was the second. No, Lost World was the second one.
I thought it was the third one.
No, the third one was
Jurassic Park 2 Part 3. That's what it is. There was never a third one. It was Jurassic 2 Part 3.
It's the third one.
You gotta. It's just like a Valve.
Jurassic Park: The Lost World is the second one. Then it's Jurassic Park 3. Then it's Jurassic World, and so on.
Oh yeah, it's
Jurassic
just 3.
Park
Okay.
3.
Oh.
Yeah. Alan. Anyway, I did play.
I think of the gopher.
I did play some games in real life.
Oh.
So I didn't do video games. I did bowling again.
Oh, that's fun.
Did they wax the lanes this time?
No, they did not. Son of a bitches did not. But that did not.
You have to go in the morning for that.
Yeah, like you got to be right there as soon as they start. But it did not stop me from bowling a 138 this time. So I am slowly crawling my way back up into my college level of awesomeness in bowling. So
what did I bowl in Tekken?
I do not remember.
Let's not talk about Tekken bowling. Actually, let's talk about Tekken bowling. So if you guys head on over to the VGBits channel, there's a new arena challenge where we did Tekken, and I won the fuck out of that. I spoiled it.
That's okay. It's already out.
Yeah.
174.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I almost beat Cody's video game bowling in real life, which is much harder.
I only bowled 128.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Terrible.
Terrible.
You did Charles Barkley terrible.
Yep.
I would
That's
also
just
like to
terrible.
state TJ did in fact give me a point for that one.
I did.
Thank you.
Oh, TJ being super nice for a special episode of bowling.
I'm now the only person who's positive.
Yeah, you are. I've been watching the score. I'm like, Cody is the only one that's been staying like 1-1 or just close to it.
He's the only one over 500, huh?
For now. For now.
I would like to officially renounce my my claim to the arena. I'm going to resign and keep my score as positive.
Oh, unfortunately for you, there's still a couple episodes
like
with you in them.
6 more to go.
I forgot about that.
Da 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 da.
And I don't think you won anymore after that.
I probably didn't. One of them was Rocket League, wasn't it?
It was.
Oh, Rocket League. Rocket League.
Rocket League.
Let's just not go there and let's ignore Rocket League.
We went there.
And let's talk about bowling still.
Yeah,
all right.
back to your business.
Anyway, yeah, back to my business. I bowled. That was my attempt at gaming this weekend, was getting out into the bowling alley and bowling again, which was a lot of fun, but God, it's still tiring to huck a ball down the lane. And I don't use a heavy ball when I bowl. Some people like to use like the 15, 16 pound ball like TJ. See, I use an 8-pound ball, but I throw an 8-pound ball 20 miles an hour down a lane. So the pins explode. But nonetheless, that was my business. I was sick, and then I went and bowled because that's a thing that you do. Who wants to go next? Okay, Matt. Matt has been doing some pretty interesting things lately with video games.
Yeah, I've been playing quite a bit of stuff. I've been continuing playing World of Warcraft. So that's been fun. Sorry, I just got distracted by Cody.
Are we fingering again over here, people?
No. It's Discord related.
Oh.
So in addition to that, Cappy and I have continued our playthrough of Mass Effect for her, and we recorded an episode recently, and it was the first episode in the Mass Effect series in which she cried.
Oh,
Which is great.
Oh, clip it for me.
It's on YouTube already, so you can go check it out.
YouTube.com/AwesomeMattG.
Yeah.
That's it. And she was all like, I hope this is the saddest thing that happens. And I was all like, oh, God, you have no idea.
Wait. Were you at the place with the dam? I think is what it was.
Probably what you're thinking of is correct, but it's not a dam.
Okay. I just remember there being water.
Yeah, there's lots of water and lots of concrete. Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
the part where Sephiroth kills Aerith. Yeah, I remember that. That was sad.
Spoilers. God.
Just use the Phoenix down.
And the only other thing I've really been playing is the reason I missed last week's podcast, which is Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Which one could say is a very good reason to miss the podcast.
I'm people who know me from like the past times know that my two series that I'm the most obsessed with are Mass Effect and Assassin's Creed. And so far I am liking the hell out of that game.
Okay, I have one.
It is exceptionally good.
I have one very, very important question for you.
Yes.
Have you hung from a Greek god's junk yet?
Duh. That
is crucial. That is very important.
That is available to be done relatively early in the game.
Amazing.
And if you don't do it, it's silly not to.
So I would like to mention that at a previous time, Matt once told me that he's not gay, but if Mass Effect had a dick, he would suck it. And
that's one of the quotes in my Discord bot.
Yep. And now he's hanging from junk of Greek goddess.
You can put that on a business card right there.
Cappy, put it on a business card.
Oh, did I show you guys my business cards for PAX, by the way?
Yes.
I need to get business cards.
We saw the butt touching.
No.
The
real
ones. No, I hadn't seen the real ones.
We got real ones.
Oh, we got real ones. I need
that's an advertising card.
Speaking of business,
that's a blank.
Speaking of business cards, we need to order business cards.
I've got it's in reverse, so you probably have to flip the camera for this part, but
It's good.
It's perfect.
And then I know. And then on the back, I've got my little grumpy emote.
Grumpy.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm gonna be handing those out like hotcakes at PAX.
Oh, it's PAX is just right around the corner, man.
Getting closer every day.
Hi, Lucid.
Hey.
What's up?
What did I miss?
I don't know.
What did I miss?
Okay, so you have been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and it has been absolutely amazing.
Yes. In a side note, I tend to not give my personal opinion on games overall until I am at least 75% of the way through a game. And I did that when I played Assassin's Creed Origins. And up until I played Assassin's Creed Origins, my favorite Assassin's Creed game was Brotherhood. And by the time I got to the 75% mark, I was just like, Origins is number one. Just Origins was amazing. And Odyssey, so far, I'm not going to say this is my official opinion, but so far it is on par with Origins.
Cool.
Good. It's nice that they haven't screwed something up after producing a very good game and then going and producing trash. It would have been devastating. So it's nice that they have actually not sucked it up. Well, yeah, exactly. Woof. Assassin's
I
Creed 3
can't tell
was
if that's a Matt head shake of agreement or
Assassin's Creed 3 was terrible.
I wanted that game to be so good, so because I'm an Eagle Scout, and so I have like this uncommon interest in Native American culture, just because Boy Scouts has a lot of influence from Native American culture and things like that. And I was like, the main character is going to be Native American, and I was like, this is going to be awesome. And then the main character was a Spider-Man-esque person, a whiny little crybaby that just complained the entire game that his life was so hard.
We
And
got
I'm like,
The boats weren't even that good at that
The boats
time.
in 3 weren't even that good. Yeah, they were
good.
clunky.
No, they weren't.
No, they weren't.
They were
They were
better
better.
than-
They were better than boats had been up until that point. But then they turned around in Assassin's Creed 4, and it was all like the boats in 3 suck.
Oh yeah.
Compared to 4, like it was just
I
it was all around disappointing.
still enjoy Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. That is still one of my favorites. And then again, I'm also very, very partial to pirates. No, man, only thing I hated about that was the follow missions, man. I hate the follow missions.
For me, Black Flag was an exceptionally good game,
Yeah.
but it was a subpar Assassin's Creed.
I agree.
Because, spoiler alert for anybody who doesn't want to hear this part of it, you don't find out you're not an assassin until like the last hour of the game. the first like 600 hours of the game, you're just a pirate going around doing pirate shit.
Yeah.
And then in the last hour, they're like, "You want to be an assassin?" And he's like, "Cool, yeah, no problem." And then he does like 2 assassins missions, and that's the end of the game.
Well, see, pirate guy, he likes pirates and stuff, so
I'm not a huge pirate. Like I know there's a big like pirates and zombies and different groups of
Ninjas.
people, and yeah, ninjas. And I'm not into any of those specific subgroups. So if a game is specifically about pirates, I'm not necessarily going to like it just because it's about pirates. The game itself has to be good.
well, the sea shanties
Unlike
is
sea
what made the game.
The sea shanties were amazing. By the way, they have sea shanties in Odyssey. And they're really good because they're like Greek shanties.
Oh,
Ooh.
I've got to hear this.
It's really good.
I
One
am
of my
gonna
life
find
goals-
this now.
one of my life goals is to learn sea shanties to just sing at any time.
Yeah, just like walking down the street singing
Yeah.
a sea shanty.
Yeah,
That would be
Just-
awesome.
Listen,
just to do it.
if I can get all of us together and we all have the idea of what a sea shanty should be and how it is sung in pitch, we could do this in public and record it and then run away.
Yeah.
I would do it on a podcast, but I don't.
No, this
do
has
it-
got to be in public.
We're gonna walk around Pack South singing sea shanties.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got my pirate outfit that I'm going to be bringing. So.
I don't want to be those guys. I don't want to do it.
Do you know how many people would probably join in, especially if we do it from something like Odyssey or Black Flag with popular sea shanties?
I think
If you did it from Black Flag, it would be far more popular.
Yeah.
Because the sea shanty, I'll be honest, the sea shanties in Odyssey sound great, but it's difficult to understand what they're saying. They're
It's all-
speaking
it's
English.
Greek
They're
to
not
me.
speaking Greek.
Oh, sad.
They're speaking English, but the musical intonation of the voice is overpowering the lyrics.
Oh.
So you can hear that there's lyrics there, and you can hear that they're English, but a lot of times in the song you can't make out the words. So like you have to Google it to see what they're singing,
Okay.
or unless you just by chance know that shanty, because it's obviously a lot of these shanties are historically accurate.
I am super interested in seeing this now, so I'm going to have to look this up later.
It's really, the game is really good.
I wish FaZe was or Curtis was available right now, because Curtis is a huge Assassin's Creed fan as well.
I think he and I would get along. I have not been on a podcast with him yet.
No, y'all,
Really?
y'all, if especially considering if it's about Odyssey, I mean, y'all would be like, I mean, however, I mean, y'all would pretty much own a podcast talking about this series.
I'm sure we would. I've played every single Assassin's Creed game.
So has he?
Well, there's 2 I haven't played. I haven't played the one that was on the PSP, and I think there was one other that was on the Vita that I didn't play, but every single other one I've played.
It is an amazing thing.
But that's all my business.
Okay, so hooray for good job, Ubisoft. You have not.
Hooray for good job.
Hooray for good job. You have not sucked. I'll take it. TJ, what's been going on?
Oh, just traveling, camping out in the Hamptons with rich folk.
Poshing it up?
Yeah, where I do not belong.
God,
Like,
own it, man. Just own it.
I'm like walking around in my Loot Crate shirt. They're like, that guy does not belong here. Go back to Texas. But it's been really nice. Like, I've been before I get into the video game stuff, just walking around. That's a super. If you ever get a chance to come up to like Long Island, to the east end of Long Island, it's so nice, so quiet and peaceful. Too expensive. The cheapest hotel I could find here in where I'm at is $400.
A night?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you've been sleeping in your truck.
Pretty much, yeah. But other than that, like I've been I watched a bunch of movies I haven't seen since we're not doing the Oh My God It's podcast or on my podcast.
On my podcast.
Since not doing that yet. I've watched a couple movies. Colossal, which is really good. If you haven't seen it, it's an older movie. Not older, but 2010-ish area.
Is that like Big except bigger?
What?
Sorry.
No, I doubt it.
That joke.
Actually,
I got the joke.
I was just gonna see if I could sneak that past and then see what happened.
A minute for me to catch it. Yeah, I got you. It's a movie. It's probably older than you, Cody.
You said it was in the 2010 era.
No, Big.
Oh.
But it's about this woman who's mostly just a drunk, kind of lazy millennial fuck up. Your generic.
I know somebody who sounds like that. Moving on. Moving on. So
He's always above me, right?
okay, so the star Anne Hathaway.
So anyway, in Korea, a monster suddenly appears and just starts wrecking shit, and then disappears.
As they do.
And then eventually she figures out that it's her. Like every time, they never explain why this. Well, they kind of gloss over it, but every time she walks through this kid's playground, as soon as she's, how they have the railroad tie border and then the soft stuff on the ground. Every time she steps into there, this giant monster appears in South Korea, in Seoul, and walks straight through like it doesn't notice shit, and it's just her knocking shit over.
What? She has like subconscious control of a kaiju or something?
Pretty much, yeah. She's like this huge kaiju that appears on the other side of the planet.
And
every time she steps. It only happens at 8 a.m. her time. I think it's 8:05 her time. So every time she steps in at 8:05, kaiju appears, wrecks shit, and then disappears a couple minutes later.
Okay,
after she steps off the other end of the playground.
Or even like there's been parts where she stayed in, and then a few minutes later she just kind of like it disappeared, and while she was still in there.
Is this on Netflix?
And I don't know.
Okay,
but sounds amazing and weird.
It was released in 2016.
Yeah, who are the two actors? Because I can't remember their name.
It stars Anne Hathaway and Jason Sudeikis.
Yes,
Sudeikis.
Yeah,
whatever.
Wow, dude.
I can't. I don't know.
You would know him. You would know him if you saw him. Like when you see him, you're like, "Oh, this dude. He's very funny. It's a very good movie."
It's one of those guys.
If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. It's actually really good.
All right, I'm kind of interested in watching this now.
It's really good. I liked it.
It's the dude that's married to the lady from Tron from the Tron movie, whatever that
wasn't helpful for me at all.
Olivia Wilde.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I haven't seen Tron.
What?
any of them.
Wait,
Not a
what?
single
Not
one of
even the
them.
new one? The new
Not
one was
even-
so
not-
good.
No,
Not the new one, not the old
You
one.
haven't seen the old one?
Nope.
And you call yourself a nerd.
Never once said I was a nerd.
For shame. Light side.
I also watched an old favorite of mine called you can tell how much I like this movie, but
Yeah,
in fact, I
because
forgot
you
the movie.
don't even know. Was it the dinosaur that says Jurassic Park? I mean,
Wow.
This is Alan.
Nailed it.
Oh man, what is that movie? It's right there on the tip of my tongue. It's
I don't know that one.
Wow.
Describe
about?
it.
It's about these three kids that find it's like an alien thing underground.
3 kids
And,
that fly to the Navigator?
Oh, hold on.
No, that's
I'll tell you.
one
Hold on.
kid.
Chronicle.
Yeah.
It's called Chronicle.
Oh.
Oh,
Isn't
was
that from, like,
the,
2008 or
Super 8
something?
one? The like Super 8 sequel?
No.
No,
Chronicle's
it's similar to
something
Super
else.
8. It's
Yeah.
similar. It has that it's that the found footage type film where it's basically from the perspective of this one guy's basically handy cam.
Oh yeah, that's the one where they get superpowers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, you
I
said
never
found
saw
a
that.
thing underground. I'm sitting there thinking it's a spaceship. No, they found superpowers in a can.
It could have been a space. They never elaborate on what it was. I'm sure there was a book that this is based off of that's way better and more informative. But I like this movie because it's got a couple really good actors that I like.
Okay.
What is it?
No, I got something to follow up a question with after you're done talking
Okay.
about this.
But it's I like these superhero movies that aren't about being a hero.
Yeah.
They're just people who've found powers, like the movie Push with Chris Evans.
What was the
Go ahead.
one with Will Smith?
I Am Legend.
No.
I mean, not I Am Legend.
no.
Hancock.
Hancock.
Hancock. That was
Yeah.
so good.
That was a really, really good movie.
I loved that
But,
movie.
Like Push with Chris Evans before he was Captain America. Really
What
great
is-
movie if you haven't seen
Wait,
that.
I thought Hayden Christensen was in that. No, I'm thinking of Jumper. I'm sorry.
Jumper
Yeah,
was
that's
great.
Jumper. Jumper is great. But it's also got Dakota Fanning in Push also. Great movies. Or
What's
great
the-
movie.
What's the one with
This feels like
Uh,
it should be for the other podcast.
It's
Well, we
okay.
don't have the other podcast.
Coming
Die Hard.
soon.
Die Hard movie? Travels back in time.
Oh, that's
Bruce Willis. He travels back in time.
Looper.
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 Yes, it's the other movie.
That's really
Yeah.
that's good too.
also a very good movie.
Yes.
I haven't
yes.
seen it either.
Yeah. Also, I watched the third season of Rick and Morty. Super good.
Nice.
Nice.
It didn't end as good as the first two seasons,
Pickle Rick.
but
was
solid
alright.
season. And I've been playing obviously Rocket League.
Never
Grand Theft
again on
Auto.
the arena.
That's not fair. I'll play games you guys are good at. What else? Grand Theft Auto. I've been playing some of that.
I wanna get
If
back into
you
that.
right now is a good time because they have the double RP and double money right now. They also have some remixed adversary modes, which are pretty fun. And lots of new stuff, new content out, all kinds of good stuff. And Dragon Ball Z Fighters Z. Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have
Which
to
is,
play that for the arena.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
It's a very easy fighter.
It's blue
No, listen,
Goku
this-
versus red Goku versus black
Listen.
Goku.
This is how handholdy the game feels. Like I'm sure it feels less like I don't play where I use combos a lot because I suck at remembering combos because I suck at remembering. So I can usually just find button combinations that make combos pretty decent. I mean, it looks like button mashing, but it's like controlled button mashing. But with Dragon Ball Z, there's none of that. Like, it's so easy. There's one combo that's square, triangle, circle, X. Square, triangle, circle, X. It's a decent combo, but I mean, it's really easy. There's better combos and stuff, but Dragon Ball's never been like my favorite fighting game. I like Dragon Ball. It's a good story. It's a fun story. And some of the actual voice actors are in it. I know Goku's, Vegeta's, I think Piccolo's, a couple others.
Hmm.
Find your
Good stuff.
balls and make a wish. It's Dragon Ball. That's the theme song
But
right there.
The cool thing is you play as a spirit. that you link with the fighters because there's these secret waves that have negated everyone's power, and the only way they can fight is with you in their heart.
Aww.
That's how they justify. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little hokey, but it's pretty fun.
I can take that load.
I want to play it now.
It's a fun game.
So I've got a question for you.
Sure.
Did you ever finish Snow Crash?
No.
Wuss.
Oh.
How far did you get?
2 hours into it.
Wuss. Oh,
Snow Crash is a real terrible book, Matt.
To fill you in, Matt, it was a really, really bad, cringy audiobook that Daniel powered through because he's a psychopath.
Oh, hold on.
Oh,
before we go any
I
farther,
like
before
that.
we go any farther, Matt, you remember Seven Eves, Neil Stephenson?
Yeah, yes. Very much.
The same guy wrote this book in 1990.
So this is like one of his first books.
Yeah, and it sucks. It's so bad.
Seven Eves was really good.
Seven Eves was really good. And I was like, Daniel was telling me how terrible it was, and I was like, can't be that bad. I mean, it sounds real, real bad. So I look it up on Audible, and it's Neil Stephenson. And I was like, this is the dude that wrote Seven Eves. It can't be that bad. And then I started listening to it, and I was like, oh, this is real bad. It's real bad.
And then Bob said, and then Jan said, and
No.
Yes.
It's worse than that. The main character's name is hero protagonist.
Legit?
Legitimate.
Oh, yep.
I'm not lying to you.
That's the softest of the hits here.
John Everyman.
Here's the thing. If I was
It's
to
over
describe
two
this
different
book-
podcasts that I detailed the entire audiobook over two different podcasts, and the villain that you're chasing is like a 40-year-old guy. His name is Raven. He rides a motorcycle with a sidecar that has an atomic bomb in it.
As you do.
As
I was
you
really
do.
hoping it was a dog.
So if he dies, he blows up all the world. It is set in a future where the mafia is more or less taken over the U.S. with their pizza chain.
Hold
Please,
on, before you get any further.
I'm not even going to
Hold
go
on.
any more from that. I want you to
No.
seek out this and check it out.
No, I've got to tell you. Okay, so imagine every neckbeard you've ever met. These like super nerdy people who think they're really cool.
With katanas.
Imagine that with katanas, a trench coat, just this fucking disgusting self-image. This is this character.
This is hero protagonist. That is
He's
your main
got a trench
character.
coat and katanas. It's so bad.
And
it's
it
so
still
bad.
gets worse.
And the other partial main character of this story is called Whitey.
YT.
YT, but the character is white and wears all white, so it's almost like you're calling her Whitey. And she's a 15-year-old delivery girl. It's kids who
It'll get worse.
it gets worse. Who has sexual relations with the 40-year-old Raven in the book.
There it is.
Yeah.
Guys, I wish you could see Matt's face. For those who are listening to this audio only, I wish you could
He's
see
broken.
Matt's face.
He's broken.
It's
It's
disgust.
a terrible book, man.
Pure disgust.
Like, I feel like you do. I'm like this disgusted disbelief. Like, it can't be that bad.
And this guy wrote Seven Eves.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
it's the same fucking dude.
I will say Seven Eves was an amazing book up until
The end.
part 2.
Yeah,
And part 2 was good. It was just really
Not-
weird.
yeah. It felt like it should have been like a sequel. But
Yeah.
then he didn't. He wasn't like he got halfway done writing the sequel and was like, I don't want to do this anymore, and just attached it to the first book.
It was still good. It was just
good. Yeah.
it was just way different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I bought this book. I bought the book.
That description broke my brain.
I bought that book for $25, so there was no way I wasn't going to sit there and listen to this entire audio.
It's a 19-hour book, man.
Yeah. I survived.
Like 17 or 19 hours.
I have a little badge that says I survived Snow Crash.
We've got to get him a T-shirt.
By the way, the namesake of the book, Snow Crash, it is supposed to be a digital virus. Only one person is legitimately affected by this virus within the first 17 hours of the book.
And it's getting made into a series.
And it's getting made
is
into an
Netflix
Amazon
doing that?
series.
I think it's Amazon.
Yeah. Screw you, Amazon. What is wrong with you?
On top of your disbelief, it has a 4.6 rating on Audible.
Yes. With people going, this is the greatest book ever. I love it. It's wonderful. I'm just looking at this and I'm like, what is wrong with people?
I like almost every book I've ever read. Like I've said before, I'm a movie slut. I'm a book slut. I hate this book. I hate this book. It's so bad.
You're a wimp. You need to finish it. No,
I can't. I had it on 1.6 times speed, and I could only make it 2 hours.
If I can find the I'll look through the podcast where I talked about Snow Crash, and I'll send you segments of when I talked about in full detail this whole book over 2 different videos, and you can kind of get the idea of just how bad. Even what we're describing right now is bad. It gets worse. It gets much worse. With old Colonel KFC being the big bad guy in the end, but hey, let's leave that for your imagination.
Or you can pick it up and try to give it a go yourself.
I think I'll pass.
No, come on, do it! I think I can share books. I'm willing to lend this one out.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
It's not good. It's not good.
Oh god, TJ, I wish you would have finished it.
I might. I mean, it's still there.
I want somebody to be able to talk about this in full with, because I'm the only one who has powered through this thing.
And you're the only one who will.
Probably.
It's like you step into a pool and you're like, oh, this is warm water, and then you're like, what's this chunky stuff? You're like, this is poop. This is just poop water. This is poop water.
It's like, well, I got to get to the other side of this channel anyway. So
I turned around and walked right the fuck out.
I went neck deep.
I don't want to know what's up. I don't want to see the end of this. That was a life path that I did not go
I was
down.
neck deep, and I went all the way through, and I came out on the other side, and I was like, yeah, I hate myself more.
And I really hate saying that because, I loved 7Es. I think that was a really great book. And to think that the same guy wrote it, it's just mind-boggling.
So y'all all go out there and find this and tell us what you think about this book, Snow Crash.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't listen to this guy. He's nuts.
No, it's fine.
We're not sponsored by Audible, so he does not get any cut of this, so just don't do it.
No, I just want people to suffer. Suffer the words. Do what?
I said go read 7 Eves.
Oh.
No, I've got the other book by Ernest Cline, Armada. Is that what it is?
Ernest Cline is
Ready Player One.
Yes.
I think the other book is what? The other book is called Armada, isn't it, TJ?
Yeah, Armada.
Okay. I've got Armada, and I have not had an opportunity to listen to it yet, but it's next on my list. It should be a palate cleanser for Snow Crash, because after I listened to Snow Crash, I quit listening to the audio.
I'm looking forward to Ready Player 2.
Oh, is there another one coming out?
Yeah, he's making a sequel now.
Ooh.
Nice.
I don't know if it's going to be called Ready Player 2, but it just makes sense.
I think I have that audiobook. I've got to try and listen to it.
It's a good book. It's a good listen.
Have you seen the movie yet?
Mm-mm.
Okay, read the book first.
Read the book first.
But the book and the movie are both really good.
Just very different.
Right.
Well,
okay.
Different enough.
Different execution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a reason
But
why
same
they had
premise.
to do it differently, though.
I know, but it would have been really cool to have
Yeah.
an 80s themed movie.
I know. Well, it was still 80s themed.
Barely.
Well,
I wanted to see more joust. I was like, what is this deathmatch race? Where is joust?
I was disappointed they didn't have war games in it.
Yeah,
That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
never seen
Oh, it's so good.
it.
Matthew
literally
Broderick, dude.
You can literally name any movie, and I haven't
Oh,
seen it.
by the way, I put one in Discord that I think if you're going to be there a little while longer, you should look it up and watch that movie.
Okay.
It's 1964 movie, so.
Oh,
okay.
hello, computer.
Old school.
all right. So TJ,
That's it for me.
that's it for you. So, pardon me,
I guess
Cody.
it's time for news, right?
No,
Because Cody's not here.
We'll just skip Cody. Just forget Cody. No, we're not going to talk to Cody. Cody, what have you been got going on? What have you been got going on? That was perfect.
Well, I have been up to still suffering from statistics.
Oh, that's a terrible disease.
Yep, holding a B currently in the course, but we will see for the next 3 tests or 2 tests. I think I have 2 more tests.
You can do it.
1,
God,
2.
3, 4.
Rocket, dude.
You're doing great.
I wasn't sure where you were going with that, and I thought I saw this coming, and I was like, ah. Like, Matt.
The shocker.
Anyway, yeah. So as long as I can, as long as I can keep a C in the class, that's all I care about at this point. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to take an extra semester just to do the class by itself.
Oh no, you can do it. We all have faith in you.
Thank you. I'm trying my hardest.
You're a smart kid. You work hard.
I try.
I
Thank
believe
you.
in you.
Thanks, Pat. Just keep in mind that if I fail it and I retake it, it keeps me potentially from moving down there sooner if I end up moving down there.
That's why we were.
So don't fail.
Yeah, so don't fail. We're cheering you on here.
Yeah, we'll see what life gives for me, because I have so many people just like, here, let me help you with the job search, and everywhere. So it's nice, but at the same time, like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life, so that's fun.
Oh, you got to figure it out first.
You're at that stage where you're like, I don't know what the fuck to do now.
Pretty much.
Welcome to real life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's adulting 102.
I was gonna say it gets easier from here, but it gets
No.
slightly less complicated.
It just turns into now I have a job, but I still don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah.
I would rather have a job and not know what I'm doing than be in school and not know what I'm doing, because at least then I have more free time. I'm making money.
No, bro. No.
After working full time for a couple years and then going to school, I miss being out of school.
Yeah.
Yes, school sucks.
Like I'm
in
thoroughly
school.
enjoying learning stuff. Like, it's awesome to be in school and to be learning and experiencing that sort of thing. But I really miss not having these deadlines, not feeling stressed, not waking up going, did I forget that homework that I was supposed to do?
It doesn't go away. You just now have the exact same stress about, did I forget to turn in this project? Or if you go into IT, oh crap, I forgot to reboot that server last night.
Like, or oh no, I forgot to I forgot words. I forgot my words, so therefore my boss is mad at me.
Yeah. Well,
I'm a broken person. It's like TJ, like, I forgot to check my tires today.
I'm just looking forward to it being one topic versus 4 topics.
That's true.
Separate topic. So
Unless
That
they
is a
give,
bonus.
yeah, unless they give you multitasking, like, hey. You
Plus,
can-
then they give you money.
yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, the college is already doing that because I work for them. So
Yeah, but you're giving them more money than they're giving you.
currently,
Yeah, you're not coming out in the positive on this deal.
Yeah, not with where I'm currently working, but after my internship is over, I'll be earning back a good bit of it. So, which I think is hilarious because my savings has barely dipped since starting college, so I'm very proud of that.
Good job.
I've maintained at least a level. But yeah, I digress.
The life of a student.
Yeah.
I've maintained a
Juggling
level
hope.
of 0.
I maintained a level of no debt, no student loans. So
Nice.
That
what
is
I'm
an
aiming for
incredibly tough
Yeah.
thing to do in this day and age.
Yeah. You're ahead of the game right now, man.
Yeah, and then there's the choice of do I want to go back to college for another 2 years to get my bachelor's?
There's always a
Bum, bum,
possibility.
Yeah, that's a problem for future me.
Exactly. You make that
That's where you
decision.
get a job, and then you get time for work to do classes.
Yeah, I get them to pay me to go to school.
Exactly.
Maybe.
And then you quit and go to another place because they're offering you 10,000 more a year.
Exactly. But aside from that, I went and visited my girlfriend in Tennessee this past weekend, which is why I wasn't here. So I've missed you all. And I love you
Beautiful
very
state.
much.
We made
It
sure
was
that
very-
we told everybody that you loved them.
I heard.
Yay.
I think I made it halfway through that podcast so far. I haven't had time lately.
That's okay.
That's
I haven't even touched Neoscum in a little bit. I think I'm on like episode 3 of their prequel cast.
Mm.
So, but yeah,
I let
that's-
him build up for a few weeks, and then I go back and watch him.
Yeah, that's been good, and I've really been enjoying them. It's a solid cast.
You
Speaking
found a
of, we'll
working
have our...
Wii.
Oh, what?
What?
He found a working Wii.
Oh yes, I also uncovered my working Nintendo Wii console,
Nice.
which apparently Matt has a surprise for me that he's gonna send my way. Do you want me to? Ooh,
it's wiggly.
you want me to like do this so you can tell him?
I mean, you can, yeah. Yeah, take them off.
Actually, hold on.
Just mute your headphones real quick.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna send him Skies of Arcadia Legends for the GameCube,
Ooh.
and
Never
he'll play that on Wii. Really good RPG.
I think I've heard you talk about it.
Yeah, I've played it like 6 times.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's my favorite JRPG.
Come back. Come back. Come back. Are you
Hey,
back?
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right.
Hi.
So for the
Anyway.
Dreamcast, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's gonna happen, whatever that was. Let's see. Matt, you will be happy to know that while I was in Tennessee, after having only watched 1 episode, my girlfriend turned to me and said, "Can we watch more Bad Mouth?"
Big Mouth.
Big Mouth. She called it Bad Mouth, so that's what I.
The
kept
the
it
second
at.
episode, I think, is actually the best one in the first season.
It's the worst show I've ever watched.
It's so good.
It's so weird.
It's really awkward and uncomfortable to watch, but it's
I
so
was-
funny.
Yeah, I was super uncomfortable. I was like, I could watch Archer.
Oh
I'm gonna go watch
no.
Archer.
Is this a cringe show?
Pretty
Um,
much.
Kind
Oh,
of, yeah.
Forget that. Let me check out of this
It's basically it's a bunch of kids in middle school going through puberty.
Yeah, it's
And-
everything. There's masturbation and
Oh
and
my
it's
god.
completely uncensored.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
100 it's
and
Netflix.
they've got a bunch of comedians and stuff on there too.
I-
Which some of the jokes are really funny, but
I-
some of the premises
Yeah.
are like, it makes me uncomfortable.
I
Like,
experienced
It's
that
supposed to. That's the
firsthand.
purpose of the show.
Like,
But I
I
mean-
want to be a
In addition to that, as you're watching the show, it may make you feel uncomfortable, but the reason it makes you feel uncomfortable, or at least the reason it made me feel uncomfortable, is because I saw these situations and I went, wow, that's super awkward and uncomfortable to watch. But then I go, I can put myself into like 80% of these situations and I remember that in
Yeah.
real life.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, I live this. I don't want to watch it again.
the reason why it makes me uncomfortable isn't so much the situations, it's more just the fact that they sometimes will show child, like, quote unquote child nudity in these cartoons. Like, the characters are sometimes nude, and then I'm just kind of like, That's not for me.
It's like, I don't need to see cartoons. No.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, like
No.
I think it's season 2. They're debuting season 2, and I saw a trailer for it, and it was 2 of the female children main characters going to like this day spa with a whole bunch of like other female adults, like their parents and friends' parents or mothers, I guess. And they were all naked, and I was like, I am not okay with this.
Wow.
But
I get you. I am not. That's a show that I'm not watching right now. But
she loves it for some reason.
I'm glad she likes it.
You called it. I mean, you said she was gonna like it, and I watched a couple of episodes just to see if I would like it. I was like, I don't know. I think I watched 6 episodes. I tried to give it a fair run for you.
now you're gonna have to watch it.
As long as she
because
likes
she's
it, I'm
watching
happy.
She likes
Because
it.
she'll make you watch it.
She will.
Oh, hey, I know I'm already past my business, but can I make a recommendation on shows to watch?
Sure.
Okay.
Jack Ryan.
I
On
saw the
Amazon.
first episode. That was
Very
pretty good.
John Krasinski fucking nailed it.
Yeah, he's doing a pretty
Great.
good job.
Great show. I finished the whole season already. Are you gonna
And
pull out a
then-
DVD box set?
No, the other thing that I've been working on.
He's got a thing. Watch out. Ah, he's been making paper miniature goblins.
Oh, neat.
I spent probably an hour or so today making 6 of them. And I still have 4 more archers to go. Oh shoot. 6 archers and one swordsman. Come on, focus.
Gobbering.
Focus.
Gobbering.
Anyway.
Good enough.
Goblin
We get the idea.
Slayer.
So that's been interesting to work on, and I'm excited to this weekend I will be playing D&D with a friend of mine's son, my niece, and then another friend of mine from college.
Nice.
So it'll be me, someone who I think she's like 26, 27, and then a 12-year-old and an 11-year-old.
Be nice. Don't team kill.
Well, I'm DMing, and none of them have played before.
Don't party
so...
wipe.
Oh, but that's why I was running the Minds of Fandelver, so that way I could just wipe them.
Hey, watch out for those wolves.
You're the GM. You can wipe them in any campaign.
Oh, there are wolves in Fandelver?
Yes. The Mines of Fandelver? Yes, there are wolves.
I got to read up on it
You
again
can-
to know all the things that I got to
You can attack the wolves, or you can actually use animal handling on the wolves and then dismiss the wolves without having to fight them. Look at me and my knowledge of Mines of Fandelver.
See, I was going to just run the Sunless Citadel for them, because that's what I have been running for my other group that I DM for. But that's a big dungeon, and I really don't feel like living through that dungeon again. So
I can't wait. I am ready to start our D&D podcast, and TJ has disappeared for half a second. I think he...
did that mess up his video?
No, he's okay.
Okay.
I think, therefore, he is lost in space. Sadness.
Wow.
Anyway, we'll continue on without TJ.
Yeah, so I've been doing that, and cutting out some minis and just figuring out how to do that sort of thing. I think the cardstock that I bought, which is 110-pound cardstock, is pretty good. But it makes it really difficult to cut through 2 layers of that with a penknife or like an X-Acto knife.
I can see.
You know what you should do is you should get a they have an X-Acto knife blade that is set up kind of like a razor, where it's flat on the, there's no like this, and then the blade is flat this way.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have really heavy cardstock, you can lay the X-Acto blade like that, and then just go punk, and then move it punk, punk, and cut it out that way.
The hard part with the minis is that, hold on, let me get one for reference. Originally, I was going to try and cut all the way out around it,
Oh,
that's a mistake.
God.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, come on, focus. There we go. With these guys, it's really hard because they're super tiny, and I didn't realize how tiny they were going to be. So I just tried to roughly cut the shape.
Yeah, you just cut a tombstone shape.
Yeah.
Around all of them.
These guys were a little bit oddly shaped, so it was hard to do that kind of like tombstone shape.
They're a little wider, maybe.
Yeah, because like the sword is really high up on this guy, so it offsets the tombstone. Anyway, I realized after I had already cut like 3 of them up that I probably should have just left them square and just shape it up.
Yep.
But you could just like curve the corners so that they're not sharp.
So that's what I did with this guy, is just kind of rounded out the silhouette. Come on, focus.
Put your face completely behind it. There you go.
Yeah. And it turned out really well. It printed beautifully. It's not pixelated or anything. The lines look really good. So I'm very happy with how it turned out. If I may, I'd actually like to plug the dude that I got it from, because he has a Patreon dedicated to designing and making these printable minis, and they look really good. They're not super cartoonish. They're not really weird looking, but he's got a huge collection of free ones that you can just go and get. Or if you become a patron of his, I think for just $1, you have access to everything, almost everything he's made. I think he's got one mini that's like a $3 tier and a couple that are $2, but the rest of them are all $1. But the dude goes by Printable Heroes. So he's got a website and he's got a Patreon that is super cool with a bunch of stuff that I browsed through and spent more time looking at instead of doing homework than I probably should have.
That's why you have a B in statistics, Cody.
That was after my statistics homework. I had to think about it. I made sure to do my statistics homework first.
Okay, then.
This was my Windows Server class, which I hate.
Oh, well.
Welcome to IT.
You know why I hate it?
Because it's Windows Server.
Because the virtual labs that I have to do not correlate with anything in the quizzes that I have to do, but all the reading does. But there's so much reading, I don't know, like, by the time I get to the quiz, I don't remember anything because there's just so much
Chances are the quizzes were written for like Windows 2008 R2 and you're working on Windows Server 2012.
I'm actually working on Windows Server 2016 and it's all written for 2012.
Yeah, okay. That would do it. If it's written for in Windows Server, it's just a completely different.
Yeah.
Every single version is like they rewrote it.
And I can't even like Google the answers because there's no one that I think this is like one of the first semesters that the Windows Server 2016 has been up. So there's like no one who's got any of the study guides or anything for me. So
power through.
Yep.
It's a super easy class. I've got an A in it. I'm just waiting for the midterm exam because I have a feeling that that's going to be.
It'll be based in Windows 2008.
It won't. it won't actually be that hard. You'll be surprised how easy it comes to you. But there's that initial, like, if you're reading instructions of how to do something specifically, like me in the office when I'm trying to Google something online, like how do I get the server to do this particular thing, and I find instructions for 2012 and I'm working on a 2016 server, I can follow them and I can figure it out. But it takes me like 3 times as long.
Yeah. That's what I've figured out is like all the virtual labs, super easy, breeze through them. But it's all the obscure questions that go along with the quizzes because it's like, in this specific case of Windows servers, when it comes to this, what would you do with this person's account if this and this happened? And I'm like,
see, you also have the problem with me is when I take tests like these now, is I have a problem with real life experience versus Microsoft suggested fix. Because Microsoft suggested fix for problems never works. They're like, you should do this and go into the registry and modify this, that, and the other, and then you ask me that question. I'm like, you just delete the user and recreate it. Problem solved.
Yeah,
fixed in 30 seconds. I was like, why am I going to spend 2.5 hours trying to fix this thing when I can fix it in 30 seconds?
Yeah, it's absurd. And It's tedious. I spent like an hour and a half, I think, taking a quiz 3 times just because I kept getting different random questions wrong. And so instead of getting 100%, I'd get like 98.5%. And I'm like, but I'm a perfectionist and I want to try and keep my grades up as much as I can, especially if I'm going to bounce on the statistical one.
Good old Windows.
Yeah. Anyway, other than that tirade of awesomeness that I've been going through, I've been playing a lot of Overwatch lately. And it's been actually a lot more enjoyable than I remember.
It's because they took Torbjorn out.
I still have Torbjorn. They've changed him a lot, but they still have him.
So they took Torbjorn out.
Yeah, pretty much.
He
still got his turret.
He was removed for a short period of time.
Was he really?
I think it's because he was broken.
He
legit broken.
He was legit like unless you were like pro level play, there was absolutely no way you could do anything with him. Like everybody just destroyed Torbjorn.
Gotcha.
So they had to they revamped him. But they disabled him for like a week and a half while they did it.
That's funny. I had no idea. Yeah, I've been playing as Brigitte, and I absolutely adore her. She is such a fun character.
Halloween mode's out now.
Yes, all the Halloween stuff is out now. I have Brigitte's Halloween pose, and I've gotten a few other people that I never play Halloween skins. But the one I want the most is Wrecking Ball's Halloween skin.
It's awesome. His ball is a giant pumpkin.
Nice.
And he looks like a scarecrow. So he pops out and he's a scarecrow inside a pumpkin, and it's adorable.
Yeah, and the legs are like vines for the pumpkin.
I thought he looked like Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas.
A little bit,
Oogie Boogie or whatever.
Yeah, Oogie Boogie. Oh, let me look right quick.
Yeah, he's got that cloth look to his face.
But
it's like a canvas texture.
I like playing as Wrecking Ball. I suck at playing as Wrecking Ball, but I like playing as Wrecking Ball.
Yeah,
because he's just so much fun. And then aside from that, I've been playing The Legend of Dragoon, which I'm making some good progress in, and I really enjoy that game. It's a solid game. For those of you who have played it, I just got off of the ghost ship.
I literally remember nothing about that game except when I watch you play it, and I'm like, yeah. I just remembered the end.
Well, I just got off of a ghost ship, so that's where I'm at on disc 2. And then yesterday, I accidentally spent 8 hours playing RimWorld.
Accidentally?
I have a news story about that, by the way.
I can't wait. Yes, accidentally, Daniel. I accidentally spent 8 hours playing RimWorld.
It's like I accidentally the whole thing.
Yep. Dude, if you ever play that game, you will understand. Because
you can lose so much time in that game.
I literally looked at the clock and was like, oh, I should probably stop in the next 15 minutes. I look back at the clock thinking it's only been like 20 minutes, and it's been almost 2 hours.
That's poor time management.
It's crazy. No other game does it to me except this one. And like, I've made a lot of really good progress in it. Like, all my guys had like excellent or masterwork bows. And then I finally got, I had to send out caravans to go buy steel because I had no more steel in my colony. And once I got enough steel to make fabrication benches and workbenches, I started making guns. And now I've got like, I've got excellent and masterwork miniguns and assault rifles and LMGs and incendiary launchers. Like, I went from having primitive bows and swords to machine guns. And it's great because anytime I get raided, I have defenses all around my base, sandbags. I send my guys outside the wall, line them up at the sandbags, and they just go and just mow everyone down. It's great. I love it so much.
RimWorld.
Oh, it's such a good game. But yeah, that pretty much does it for me. I think I don't have much else that I've been doing. So.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and move on to the news segment and see if we can burn through some news today. I will kick things off with news with a couple of interesting articles. First up.
Don't ask me about mine.
Cody, what's your news?
Nope.
You
Don't ask me about my interesting article because
your
it's not
interesting
good.
article. We all know what
Do
your
not-
interesting article is.
Don't bring it up.
We're not going to bring it up because that's terrifying and unnerving. Babies. Anyway, PlayStation 4 users are
You know where your children
claiming woof, that malicious messages are breaking their consoles. Yes, and this is from Kotaku. It put this out. It was stating that in several threads on the Reddit board for PS4, users are reporting that they're receiving messages through the console's messaging application that are hard locking their consoles, and it pretty much bones you completely to where you have to do a full manufacturing reset on your console, and sometimes that doesn't even fix it.
A way most users have been fixing this is if you have the PlayStation app on your phone, you can go into message, delete that message, and it should unfuck your PlayStation.
Yeah,
but it hasn't worked for everybody.
It is one of those things where Sony has said, look, right now, change your messaging or the way that you can receive messaging to friends only or no one. This is it's literally a string of unique characters, or it's straight up text based, which is crazy. I don't see how a unique string of text can fuck a PlayStation 4, but boy howdy, it doesn't.
It's characters that the PlayStation system can't recognize, so it fucks it up pretty good.
Nonetheless,
it's not just regular characters. No, when he's playing Grand Theft Auto and you see square. It's basically that's what you're getting, but the PlayStation's like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, it's null characters.
Yeah.
So there you have that. Be on the lookout for your PlayStation 4s getting fucked. Don't send
I will
me.
keep an eye out.
Cody. How's that statistics? How's that statistics grade, Cody? We still to be right here yet? There still be. Watch out for your PS4s. Second bit of news. There was a Harry Potter RPG leak.
Yeah.
Did anybody see this coming?
Yeah, no.
No.
All over the bedroom.
Okay. Well, maybe all the Harry Potter fans.
Expecto Patronum.
Well, they
wrong type of RPG?
I'll tell you what, they spent all their Patronum all over the walls when they saw this gameplay demo that was leaked.
Yeah.
Apparently, some guy who is claiming to be the hero behind this was in a mall study group, and they weren't supposed to record it, but they didn't check him for his cell phone, so he recorded all this information. So this is how this was.
First off, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going around your NDA, so shame on you.
I hope they. I mean, cool that we get a leak, but also fuck you.
NDAs are important.
I mean, the dude's Reddit username is Vape This Bro, so there you go.
One of those.
There you go.
All right.
I mean, that says a lot
From here
right
on
there.
out, game devs, when you are looking at accepting people into your NDAs and games, you need to look at all their social media to see what type of person they are. You can't just accept them. Because if their Twitter handle or email or Tumblr or Facebook or whatever it happens to be is filled with garbage, don't do it. It's a bad idea.
If any of their names have the number 69 in it,
or vape,
X,
or 420,
or yeet,
or yeet. Oh my god,
yeet.
Can I kick him? Can I kick him from the call?
Yeet for power, Kobe for accuracy.
Okay. So, all right. So, the guy's a giant douche canoe. We're all in agreement on this. Now let's talk about the actual game. This game actually looks really cool.
It does. It actually looks really cool.
It's kind of nuts. I was like, I don't want a Harry Potter RPG. Holy crap! I want a Harry Potter RPG.
Yeah. You know what's funny is I saw this not too long. Icarus was streaming Harry Potter. Or no, someone else was, not Icarus. Anyways, they were playing it and it was terrible. It was real bad. And then I saw this and I was like, that looks very different and I'm stoked for it.
For some of the things that have been going around and rumored about this game right now is you are able to combine your different spell words to create brand new spells. Is what is what I was heard.
Like a Magicka vibe.
Yeah, pretty much like a Magicka, where you can just like combine stuff and then make a whole new spell for the game. So that's really exciting for me. I actually
Potter
like
and
that.
The Magicka effect.
Death, fire.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever had the healing touch of fire, but you play with TJ, you get it.
It burns so good.
You killed me at least as many times as I killed you.
I've got to finish editing that and upload it. That was absolutely the best Let's Play we've ever did.
Can we all play that next time?
We totally
Oh my
should.
God, we could all play Magicka and then just rinse each other.
We actually found a very cheeky way to get through the game, and we ended up murdering many of the bosses in the way.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah?
I mean, we were
Yeah.
one-shotting everybody. It was beautiful. But I digress. I did eventually figure out why I couldn't actually get through the intro level for the healing thing. This is because the suit of armor that I was wearing prevented me to heal myself.
Yeah, because it's heal over time.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so therefore the little use this button to heal yourself and then move forward was
Oh yeah,
was you couldn't do it with that armor.
yeah.
So I was like, well, damn. But
I remember
eventually I will release that Magicka Let's Play. That
one day.
was magical in itself and hilarious. But I digress. Harry Potter. I think I want this game.
I can't wait to get it and not play it.
I think I think I want this game. I think I actually want to play this game. It looks interesting enough to catch my interest. So,
We're supposed to be playing Forza also.
well, we also need to play Forza. Dude, I just got home this weekend.
I haven't even been home. I'm just saying.
Well,
I just sent my girlfriend the links to the leaked Harry Potter RPG, and she's a huge Harry Potter fan.
okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm waiting for the freak out. She was offline on Discord. I sent it to her, and now I see the green. So she's reading it. She's
like,
looking at
What
it.
is this? And then watching the video and then going,
I'm just waiting. So I just wanted to put that out there for when I explode. I will let you guys know
okay,
what
when
happens.
Cody disappears because of that, then okay, so that's my news.
Clean yourself up. Get back.
Yeah, that's my news for the week. Those are the two things that I found that were really interesting to come across. So,
All that build up, you didn't say nothing, Matt. I was waiting. Okay.
okay.
I've got a couple of news articles if you're done.
Dead air. Okay, Matt, what do you got?
So, any of you guys real-time strategy fans?
Yes.
RTS?
Yes.
EA has teased a possibility to remaster original Command and Conquer PC titles.
Nice.
Hmm?
Never played them.
They
Pretty
have, and shortly after the tease for this, due to massive questions all stemming towards one specific topic, they confirmed that the remasters of the classic Command and Conquer games will have absolutely no microtransactions.
Hooray.
Hey. I'm glad
So-
they have to reiterate, or well, I guess, hammer that home.
I was hoping you were going to say they would absolutely have campy live action cutscenes.
Oh yeah, they have to.
Yeah.
But they're thinking some of the titles such as Tiberium Wars, Red Alert 3, Kane's Wrath, as well as some of the originals like the standard Red Alert.
Hmm.
So apparently the 25th anniversary for CNC is coming up in 2 years, and that's what they're thinking they're going to do, is just remaster original games and release them.
Very sway.
Works for Blizzard.
Yeah.
True. I'll be interested to see.
In similar related news to what Cody was talking about a minute ago. Cody.
I'm listening.
Hello.
Wednesday, October 17th, which is in 3 days.
Yeah, it is. I can do math. That is correct.
Well, you're really bad at statistics, so I didn't know.
You've only got to be.
Wednesday, October 17th is the official full release of RimWorld 1.0.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
So his
I'm
recommendation
excited.
his recommendation is, if you are running a game, to change your modded version to a beta version and then release, because apparently there's so many bug fixes and a couple of minor game changes that you're probably going to need to start a new world.
Fun.
Understandable.
But yeah, he's basically said, I'm happy to finally be done with this. Because it's been in development apparently for 5.5 years.
Woof.
Yeah. He's been doing it solo though, right?
Primarily, there's a group of like 4 or 5 people that he thanks in his post for having spot assistance on particular issues that he's had. But the vast majority of the game is solo created. Yeah.
Now, how tempted are you to spend $15 to get your name as one of the randomly generated names in the game?
0.
I am very tempted to do it.
For
like other people to just have a name show up and it be Drillion, like, I don't know. I think that would be cool. I kind of hope that there would be more to that than just a name, but who knows?
Soapy
Remind me,
McBubble.
Twitter.com/LucidBurrito.
Yeah.
You'd want it to be what?
Twitter.com/LucidBurrito.
It's like that bother. I don't know why, but I have this irrational annoyance for people that are running around in online games and their name is twitch.tv/their username. Or people that are running around with their character's name and all they do for like every 2 minutes is post their link in general chat of what their Twitch channel is.
Or like,
I'm just
X
like,
from YouTube.
Watch me alive.
To be fair, that's not his name on
Kinda?
YouTube.
Yeah. To be fair, that's not his name.
That's true.
His name on YouTube is not X.
But hold on. Let me just do X from YouTube.
All one word.
First thing is not Overwatch, PUBG overview.
By him?
Yeah, I think it's him.
Come on, dude. Do you not know what his YouTube name is?
No, this is just like a PUBG like statistics, like this player, X from YouTube.
Ah, gotcha.
You know what? Yeah, it actually doesn't pull him up as some of the top results. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Huh.
Neat. That's all the new. I mean, I did have a third news story, but I kind of decided to nix that one.
Okay. So TJ, what news you have?
Oh, special Overwatch news. This is a little old. Lucio O's might become a real cereal.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, totally buy a box.
Yeah.
Weren't you the one who was excited about Mario O's?
Oh,
No.
we have a box of Super Mario cereal.
No. See, the Mario Woes didn't exist. They didn't go with the Marios, which is what was sad, is they missed out on the opportunity to name it Marios.
It's called Super Mario Brothers cereal.
Right.
Feel better, feel better, feel better.
Oh, I feel better.
That's what happens every time we break it down. So let's break it down.
No, that should be on the inside of the box when you're like opening it up to recycle. Let's break it down.
Feel
Or
it,
like-
feel it beat.
On the back, it should have like a cartoon of a digestive tract from like in your mouth down to your stomach, and in your stomach, it's like, let's break it down.
So it's just so Lucio going through your colon, shooting your food. I don't know.
Yep.
Overwatch.
him dancing around your stomach, while riding.
Yep.
Sure.
That was it. Yep.
Yep. Sure.
Anyway.
Yeah. But so that might be a thing. We don't know. I think it's going to be from Post. Whoever does Post. What's the brand?
Post.
Post.
Post
Yeah.
does Post.
But the other thing I had also more Monster Hunter movie updates. Just Mila Jovovich still looks really good.
She got to be like 50 now, right?
Yeah, man. There you go. That's it. Fuck.
Yeah, man. Here it is right there. Fuck. Thanks, TJ. Oh, how old is she now?
Old.
Old? That's
Older than... But no. She's posted on her Instagram like the makeup work and stuff.
Oh wow!
Obviously, she can't give
she's only
too
40.
much away.
She's only 42 years old.
Oh wow!
Man,
Never mind, they're not old.
How old?
Oh,
How
She's
old was
really
she in Fifth Element?
Fifth Element? Very young, apparently.
like 20 or something.
That's her in from her Instagram. Doing makeup work and stuff.
That's a person, all right.
It is a person. But yeah, man, still Ron Perlman. That's weird. What are you laughing about?
In a similar reference to that, I don't know if you guys have mentioned it in a podcast I haven't been a part of, but The Witcher's Netflix series as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be,
Who are they getting to play Geralt?
Henry Cavill.
Cavill.
Superman.
Superman. Gotta play Superman.
That's right. They really should have gotten Matthew Mercer.
Did he do the voice for?
He doesn't look the part is the problem.
Yeah.
They'd have to do some prosthetics to make his face the right shape.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Henry Cavill's a good choice.
Yeah, Henry Cavill's face is the correct shape. They're gonna have to do a lot of makeup on him because Geralt is not his face is not a pristine landscape.
Well, I mean, that's any movie.
Well, no, I mean, but Geralt's face is heavily scarred.
Taking a beating.
Yeah.
He's a Witcher.
No, Doug Cockle did the voice of Geralt.
I
just remember seeing Matthew Mercer do a cosplay of it, and it looked really good.
Oh yeah, it was during Critical Role's Halloween episode.
Oh yeah, it was eerie to see those eyes, man.
Yeah, that yellow
They
is
have
like
cat eyes. Yeah, because Geralt has cat eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So
just like Dak Rambo.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I thought it. I'm so glad you did it.
half of this video was like, all right, yeah. The other half of this video was like, the hell?
What? He's Dak Rambo.
No. That's miss on that one. Yeah, exactly. You know what? Let me just pick it up from you, Matt, and just right over my head, too.
there you go.
Golly.
Yeah, sorry. I think that's all I got. I'm gonna quit making that noise in my mouth.
Okay.
That's really all I've got.
All right. Well,
news-wise.
We don't want Cody's news because we know again how terrible that news was, and we're not gonna bring us down here. Cody.
Yeah, I don't think I really have any other news.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no, I just look, man, you're lucky I show up.
Well, thank you, Cody.
I'm just saying,
love you too.
He blessed us with his presence.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, at this rate, with like school and everything, you're lucky I know what day it is. Like,
we're fortunate to actually run a podcast tonight, so I'll take anything I can get right now.
Yeah, because I mean, school has just been destroying me. I have to take 3 shots a week for allergy immunotherapy.
Oh joy!
And it's not that bad actually. The worst part is I forget. I woke up one day and my phone went, "Hey, you need to take your shots." And I went, "I was supposed to do that yesterday." Oops.
Calendars.
I can miss a few days here and there. It's okay, but I've got an allergy appointment coming up, and they're giving me my new dosage then. And if I have to have a day between my last dose and the appointment at least, because I can't take 2 doses one day after the other. So
interesting. It is allergies, and they suck. I've got bad grass allergies, so concrete jungles are the best place for me.
You want to hear what I'm allergic to?
Aardvarks, animals. Let's go down the list.
I'm allergic to Johnson grass.
Johnson
no,
grass.
Johnson. Hey, that's good grass, according to
it is.
I
Bermuda
have no
grass.
Were you going to say you have no idea who Hank Hill is?
No, I was going to say I have no idea where Johnson grass is commonly grown, but apparently it's across the entire U.S.
Oh, yeah.
It's commonly used for the production of hay. So I'm allergic to hay.
Ooh, hay fever. Yeah.
I'm also allergic to cats and dogs.
Nice.
Unfortunate.
Cockroaches and mites.
Fair.
Okay.
A bunch of molds.
That's to be expected.
Typical.
Molds are moldy.
Also a lot of trees.
That's
So be careful.
A lot of things in general.
So Cody, just don't go outside, and you're okay.
And some weeds too. I'm allergic to some weeds.
Yeah. You're gonna die.
You're gonna be our asthmatic shut-in friend that's allergic to everything and doesn't touch anything.
Well,
No, I can't touch that. I'm allergic.
You would be surprised how much stuff you are probably allergic to, but because you're exposed to it all the time, it doesn't really bother you. Like that's the case with allergies. Like apparently, if I had continued to eat peanuts, I would have been fine.
Suck.
Or you died.
Or
Either way, you wouldn't be allergic anymore.
My doctor actually told me, he was like, "Yeah, if you probably had kept eating them, you would have been fine." I was like, "But you guys told me to stop."
Mhm.
So
you did not build an immunity.
yep.
That's like a liability thing for them. They can't say you're allergic, but you'll probably be okay.
Yeah, if you
Because
just
at that
keep
point,
eating
they don't
that.
know what stage of allergy they're like. Like, here, eat this. Oh shit!
I probably had a peanut butter sandwich like a couple days before. Like that's how frequently I ate peanuts, was just very frequently. And then they were like, "Yeah, you should probably stop doing that." I went, "If you say so." And now they're like, "You probably should have kept doing that."
Like, you son of a... Fine.
It was a different time back then. Now you get to miss out on delicious things like Nutty Buddy bars.
Yeah, that
And
was
peanut butter.
That was
Peanut
what,
butter comes.
Those new
8 years
Reese's
ago?
sticks that they've got. Oh.
Yeah,
I
the
never
peanut butter
liked Reese's.
Twix.
Yeah, the peanut butter Twix. Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, peanut butter
Just-
Snickers. I don't even
Let's
know,
just
man.
flaunt all
I do
this
miss
in front of him.
Snickers. You know what I miss? What are they called? Were they Nutter Butters?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what I said, Nutty Buddy bars.
Yeah.
Oh wait, are you
The-
talking about the
The
crackers?
cookie. The cookie.
No, I'm talking about the wafers with peanut butter and then chocolate on the outside. It's like
Oh yeah, that's Nutter
layers
Butters.
of wafer.
Those are Nutter
with-
Butters. Yeah.
Yeah, Nutter Butters.
You know what's
Yeah.
crazy is those both things are called both Nutter Butters.
Well, the other one is called a Nutty Buddy.
Yeah,
The one that's a cracker that's shaped like a peanut and has
Yeah.
peanut butter in it. That's a Nutter Butter, I think.
Yeah.
yeah. The
Yeah.
bars are the Nutty Buddies. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nutty Buddies and Nutter Butters, two different things.
No, you're nutters.
But I get those things confused all the time. So don't.
No, you're Nutter Butter. No, you're not
Yeah.
Butters.
No, you're not. Thank you,
Yeah.
TJ. I was kind of pushing that direction.
I know.
Pick that ball up and carry it across the line for me. All right. Well, then, guys, that's it. It's going to be the end of the news and the end of the Nutter Butter talk. We're going to move on to the final segment of the podcast. It's one of my favorite segments of the podcast. It is time for email. If you have an email that you want read on the VGBit Bitcast, you can send your emails to bitcast@vgbits.com. That's bitcast@vgbits.com. We will read them. And gentlemen, I know I put into the Discord that we had 3 emails, but we have 4 now.
What?
Oh, shit.
We had one sneak in just at the last second for the podcast from last week's. So we will go ahead and include it in this week. So first up, we have an email from Icarus with the subject line, Email Answer 'em All Edition. This is when we asked everybody all the questions in the universe last week, and we tried to get answers. So Icarus responds. He goes, I unironically like Super Mario Brothers movie.
Me too, man.
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing. It's a decent movie. It's campy and stupid. It's like liking The Room.
How do you not like Snow Crash?
Because it's just stupid. It's not campy and stupid. It's just stupid.
I will glaze over the Super Mario Brothers movie, man. Joe Leguizamo, man, no.
It's so good.
No. He goes, also, my favorite villain would probably be Ganondorf.
Great villain.
Great villain. Excellent form of Ganon. Oh, come on, Ganon. You got Pigman, and then you've got Ganondorf guy.
Doesn't hold a candle to my favorite villain.
Oh, yeah. What is your favorite villain?
I know I wasn't here last week.
All right,
What's your favorite
villain, man? Spider-Man.
My favorite villain is Kefka from Final Fantasy VI.
Oh, yeah.
Because he didn't just say he wanted to do bad stuff. He fucking did it.
That's true.
He's all like, I'm gonna destroy the world because to hell with life. And then what did he do?
Me too, man.
Killed like 80% of the people on the planet.
Jeez.
There's a guy who has ambition.
And succeeds.
Yeah.
Man,
He's a real go-getter.
I know I have a favorite villain. I just can't think of who it is right now. Like, I'm trying to remember what game it was that I played.
It's yours is the final boss from Jet Set Radio Future.
Oh, God. Screw that guy. He sucks. Worst boss fight ever.
Oh, I love watching you try to do that.
God.
It took you forever to get to the top of that thing.
I hate that so much.
Shoot. All right, continuing Icarus's email. He says the worst book I ever read was The Road. I have not encountered The Road before, so I'm not certain.
I've thought about it.
You walk alone on the road?
I walked
It's the same book that the
lonely
movie is based
road.
off of.
Yeah.
Show me the way. Seriously.
I know the way.
The secret place?
Mike, seriously,
Let's stop quoting songs.
read Snow Crash. You will have a new worst book. I promise you. Guaranteed. He said he had The Road, he said he had to read it for summer readings, and it was so boring.
This book isn't boring, it's just dumb.
What?
I said the Snow Crash isn't boring. It's just dumb.
Your main character, hero protagonist. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. He goes,
that will never make me laugh.
Continuing his email, he goes, I think when it comes to characters from shows, movies, my favorite movie character is Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. I love the deadpan humor Drax has. It is pretty good. It is nice.
That's how I'm playing my Goliath.
Huh?
That's how I plan on playing my Goliath as Drax.
Oh, God. Love it.
If I hold very still, I'm invisible.
That's going to be his thing.
And he says, his favorite character from a show or anime would probably be Sasuke. He goes, even though I get or will get a lot of shit for it. I won't give you shit for that.
Are you talking about Sasuke from Naruto?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was the main character's more or less rival. Well, I know who I know you know who he is, but I can't. Friend rival.
Not even best friend.
A frival. A frenemy.
Frenemy?
A frenemy.
I was gonna say they already have a word for that.
Yes,
it's not rival.
It's well, I was trying to make.
Isn't that the mouse from Goes West?
That's Fivel.
Isn't that the website where you can get like really cheap graphic design done?
That's Fiverr.
Fivels. Anyway,
I thought that was the length of the footlong, or the price of the footlong you get from Subway.
No, that's not even a half $5 footlong anymore. It's like
$6.99 footlong.
Yeah, they fucked that up, and they can't. I mean, it's part of their song. No, I'm not gonna give you shit for liking Sasuke. I will abstain from that.
I'll give you shit for liking Naruto though. No, I'm just kidding. I like Naruto for a while, but then it was just so many filler episodes. Like, if they could do what they did to Dragon Ball Z and make Naruto Kai, that'd be super great.
True.
I
mean, there's a lot of excess fight that doesn't need to happen.
I like the fights. The fights are great. It's the whole so much extra nothing
in the fights, like powering up a move for 3 episodes. That happens.
Not so much in Naruto.
Yeah.
They just
what are you talking about?
Now, here's what they do in Naruto is they will build up all this tension, and then they'll cut to commercial break, and then they'll reset to the beginning of the fight with no music, and it's just started over, so you have no more tension built up. Build back up.
After like 5 episodes of them building up to the fight.
Yeah.
Like, I swear the Chunin exam lasted like 10 episodes.
But it was good fights. I want to go through and just edit them all down to like their core essence and just be like, look how great this anime could have been. 20 episodes long, it was fucking banging.
We broke Matt.
He's like
I don't know anything about the animes.
I watch anime. I just don't watch any of those. I don't watch Dragon Ball Z or Naruto or One Punch Man or any of that stuff.
Oh, you haven't seen One Punch Man?
I've seen 1 episode.
It's so good.
I watch the only really episodic anime I've really watched is oh god.
Give it to me.
The one with the one with the giants that break the wall.
Oh, Attack on Titan?
Attack on Titan. Thank you.
Oh. I don't
or
know.
Shingeki no Kyojin or something like that.
I was gonna say Big O, which I love just because of the name.
Big O, it's showtime. Yeah, I haven't seen that at all.
And then of course I've seen almost all of the
Sailor Moon.
Oh my god. No. Hold on.
I think one of the
Mystical Knights of Tyrannosaurus
films.
Wait, what?
The Hayao Miyazaki films.
Man, Cat Bus is best bus.
Yeah, dude. we have a Cat Bus. I have a Cat Bus. We have a Kodama.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
What?
What you guys are talking about?
My Neighbor Totoro.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've never seen it. I've seen Howl's Moving Castle. I've seen
Howl's Moving Castle was good.
Spirited Away. I love Howl's Moving Castle.
Have you seen Princess Mononoke?
I started watching some of it, but I don't think I got to finish it because my brother owned all of them and never.
You got to watch Mononoke, dude.
I've only seen parts of Spirited Away. That's it.
There is there's an anime that released here recently. It was a movie. I'm gonna have to log into my Amazon account right quick because I bought it on Amazon. Give me half a second.
Right, I'm still trying to find the game that I liked the villain in.
This guy is being claimed as the new Miyazaki with his latest movie that he had put out, and it released in the U.S. back in When was this? March, I think. Golly. I hate the dead air, but I'm just going to have to continue to try to vamp as much as I can until I can come across.
You're not.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight.
Thanks, DJ.
You're not talking about the Death Note movie that came out recently.
No.
Fuck yeah, that's a great movie, man. Fucking, they killed it.
No.
I tell you
That
what,
movie.
if you want to see a really good anime that has
Your Name.
very
I apologize, Cody. The movie is called Your Name. It is about
Oh, I've heard about that.
it's about a guy and a girl that end up switching bodies, and they are spoiler in 2 different time periods. It was released in 2016. It was March of 2016 when this came out. Makoto Shinkai. It is exceptionally well done movie.
Nice. I have to look into that.
So if I bought it on Amazon because I was like, I've got to watch this. This looks amazing. The animation is unbelievably good.
Is that that 90s style of anime?
Animation? Not 90s. No, it's modern, but like they went through and really made sure everything was fully animated.
Good quality.
Yeah, excellent quality.
Is
Awesome.
it hand animated or computer animated?
This is hand animated.
Handimated.
Handimated.
Funimation's new studio's Hanimation.
Handimation. It if you have the opportunity to watch Your Name, it is really good, and I suggest checking it out.
Cool.
And then an anime that reminded me a lot of Hayao Miyazaki's art style, like any of his movies' art style, is a Netflix anime called Children of the Whales.
I've seen that. You should watch this. I'm like, no.
You
It's awesome.
should watch it.
Yeah, is it good?
It's really good. The music is good. The animation is good. The story is, in my opinion, I actually... Like, you know, most of the time you watch an anime and you're like, okay, this story is kind of like a little predictable. You kind of get it. This story, I had no idea what was going on until the end. And then it was just like all the puzzle pieces fell together. And I was like, but like they gave you enough to want to keep watching to like figure out what was going on. And I think it's only like 12 episodes or something.
I'm kind of clipping through a trailer for this. I don't really think the animation style looks like Hayao Miyazaki, but
No.
it does look good.
No. I'm saying it was more or less kind of like the story and the elements of the story that they're proclaiming this new guy to be like the next coming and not the replacement of.
Oh, so the next big thing.
Yes.
Kind of.
Yes.
Okay.
Like these movies that he's putting out they have huge twists, more or less. So
I gotcha.
it's really good. It is really good. I enjoyed it a lot.
Since we're recommending anime, I'd like to recommend Escape from Paradise on Netflix. It's very good.
Escape from Paradise?
It's got mech battles. It's got a little bit of fan service. It's got a really popular
that's
English. No, a little bit. No, hold on a minute.
No wonder
on, I don't mean-
DJ's like,
No,
yeah, all the underwear.
No, it's I mean
Expelled from
like
Paradise.
yeah, it might be Expelled from Paradise,
Okay.
but
It's a movie, right?
Yeah, just a movie.
Fan
It's got-
service.
A little bit.
All
just
of
a
it
wee
is.
bit.
Dude, I looked
No,
at the
it isn't.
poster.
Come on, Matt.
I looked at the theatrical release for the poster. It's nothing but fan service right here.
It's a poster. Come on. The movie is very, very good. It's got that really great voice actor who I cannot remember his name, but he's in like literally
Everything?
Yes, you would know him as soon as the guy talks. You'd be like, "Oh, that's the dude."
Yeah.
I think he was in Cowboy Bebop and a bunch of others.
Oh,
But he's really good. The English voice acting is really good.
you know what? I'll watch it, but I can see where the fan service comes in.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean
yeah.
it's a little but it's got mech battles which are amazing. It's got that whole, it has that '90s era anime vibe to it, but it's a very well done. I think it's really good. I think I talked about it on the podcast a while back.
No, you didn't.
Like a long time. I did.
Mm-mm.
I told you about it. I remember.
Here's the interesting. TJ is watching anime that's new and not from the 90s. I'm impressed. Wow.
Well, it was like, because there was just like one day I was like going through Netflix and I was like, yeah, I'll watch this, whatever. Boom. And it's like mecha battles. And I'm like, dope, I'm in. Because you put mechs in anime and I fucking watch it.
I'm going to listen to the stuff that I suggest.
Robotech, dude.
Huh?
Robotech, man. I love Robotech.
Oh.
But it's
one of my
it's really
favorite animes was Rurouni Kenshin.
Yep.
Amazing
good one. Never
anime.
watched it.
Good one. Never watched it.
Never watched it.
I know it was a good one. I just never watched it.
I own the entire thing. I own all 3 season or box sets, more or less.
Yeah.
On
I
DVD.
was gonna say Daniel and Michael have sung its praises the entire years that I've known them, and I've still never watched it.
Yeah, that's TJ.
It's definitely got some filler episodes that are kind of but it's a pretty good series, and it's got a couple of movie tie-ins that I don't think are technically based in that universe, or maybe it is. I'm not quite sure how they tie in, but
There's OVAs that are supposed to tie in, but it's pre of what you see with Kenshin at this point.
basically Samurai X. If you ever hear that in a
Yes,
old feudal Japan anime, that's what he is.
it is.
Samurai X.
Yeah, all that is legit. It's supposed to be the prequels to what you see with Rurouni Kenshin, Wandering Samurai. All this information, everything that we're talking about, would be fantastic for the My podcast that we were talking about doing. And Mike also sent an email with the subject line, My podcast. He goes, that is honestly a really good name for it. And he would be honored to be a guest if possible. So maybe we can make that happen at some point. We got to get the TV podcast thing going and the anime and the books and everything, because we really can digress pretty hard, as we can tell right now.
Now
we're just recommending anime.
Yeah, we just sit there and talk. Go watch One Punch Man.
You should. It's a really good. If you guys should go watch it. It's a really, really good.
It's hilarious.
Like, it starts out as kind of like, this is dumb and pointless, but that's the whole idea. Like his whole mantra is, being this strong is pointless, and he's like, it's his struggle through that, and he grows as a character, sort of. It's a good show.
It is wonderful.
I'm watching you struggle when I have like no facial expression. What are we talking about again?
Give me feedback. One Punch Man.
One Punch Man.
I'm just over here like, it's like no emotion at all.
Anywho.
All right, here we go. On to the third email that we received, and this was in the Discord, guys. So this is the question of the week right here for us. With the subject line, email. I did my best. Icarus did asked, he goes, for this week, my question is, what video game did you play that you loved, but you can't remember almost nothing about?
I don't remember.
I think TJ froze. He looks so jolly.
I like that face. I'm gonna clip it real quick. And good.
We'll come back. We'll come back to TJ in a bit on that. So, guys, video game that you played, you love, but you just can't quite remember. All right, Matt, what do you got?
NES game by the name of Shadowgate.
Shadowgate.
I remember playing the title for hours and hours and dying over and over and over again. And I can barely remember anything about it. Like, you enter a castle thing that you have to try to navigate through, and there's like, at some point there's a cyclops and there's a dragon, and there's rocks. But I mean, it was really good. So,
Shadowgate.
I don't know.
Shadowgate.
Shadowgate.
this is going to sound terrible, but earlier when we were talking about this before the start of the podcast, I said, oh yeah, it's this. I've already forgotten what it was. That's how bad. It's a great game, but I've already forgotten what it was.
Honestly,
You mentioned it. Now
I
I can't
did.
remember what it was either.
I know. I mentioned it, and now I don't even remember what I mentioned, so...
It wasn't an NES title.
No, I wanted to do away with the NES. I was trying to think if it was a PS3. Oh, it was Uncharted. Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah.
It came back to my mind. It was Uncharted. I played Uncharted. The only thing I remember about Uncharted for the PS3 was it was literally puzzle, gunfight, puzzle, gunfight, puzzle, gunfight, puzzle, gunfight, puzzle, gunfight, puzzle, gunfight, puzzle, boss you can't beat. And then you win the game. It's amazing. That's all I got. I don't remember anything else in there. I'm sure there was some wonderful, oh, look at all this history right here that's made up for all these other secret things, but it's, it's a formula. Cody? Cody, what do you got?
Honestly, since reading it, I've been racking my brain trying to think of a game that I've played that I loved, but I don't remember anything about. And I couldn't really think of a game. Like, I would have gone with The Legend of Dragoon, but I've played past where I never got past before. So now I just don't know anything about a game that I like because I haven't gotten that far in it yet. And I don't know, I guess maybe Legend of Legaia, which is a PlayStation 1 game. It's another RPG. I remember it has something to do with you being a kid who gets a bracelet somehow, and there's a tree in the center of your town that ends up, like, I think getting cut down or burned up or something, and you have to fight all these monsters. And the more you fight them and the more powerful you get, your bracelet like starts to turn into like a gauntlet, and then it turns into a knife, and then like a sword, like the further on you get in the game, and it just like gets more powerful. And I remember there's like this mist in the game that brings death and monsters, and so your job is to try and help get rid of the mist. And so there's like essentially a dam that is just wind turbines, and so you fight your way through the mist, go to the dam, power it on, and then you clear this section of mist. Like, that's as far as I got, and that's all that I remember. Yep, I remember like the main antagonist basically of the game, like the reason why you're doing stuff, but I don't remember like why I'm involved, why I'm chosen, how I get the party members. Like, there's a lot of exposition I just don't remember, but I remember some of those key things. And I remember getting past that dam I was talking about and just being like, what am I getting myself into? It's like before that dam was the starter area. Then you get past it and you're like, oh, here's the world. And I was just like, so, but I remember spending so many hours playing that as a kid, and feeling like, you know, I spent so much time in it, but I could have honestly spent like maybe 10 hours. So Legend of Legaia. I think that'll have to be a game that I loved and know nothing about.
All right. Well, we do have a fourth email here, but I think because we have actually permanently lost TJ for the rest of the podcast for this evening, he will not be able to be back. I think I'm going to save this email for next week. So, Miss Kitty, Kit, your email, I did receive it in time for this podcast, but since TJ is not going to be available to answer as well with the rest of us at this time, we will save you for next week's podcast, episode 41. So, gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up for the evening now. I'd like to thank you for joining me on this.
Lucid says he's sorry.
I know. I was reading too. He's sorry.
It's a Sunday, by the way.
That was specifically to Kit. Sorry, Kit.
It's Sunday. It's an off-brand day, podcast day. But that's the way life goes. So, guys, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
We will see everybody next time on the VGBits for episode 41. This time it was episode 40. It was October 14th. See you next time. Bye, everyone.
Mwah.